Welcome back. It's Kovacs Sport. It's time for a bonus review. That's right. I've made a lot of videos this week, but there's always room for one more, as recommended by loyal subscriber and follower Arindam Chatterjee. So thanks for the support, mate. It's appreciated. So, World's Finest number 40, Batman and Superman. I'm going to go through it page by page. I'm going to give you my thoughts. There will be spoilers. So if you don't want it spoiled, make sure you read the book first, then come back and let me know what you think. So let's get straight into it. Now, before I actually get straight into it, before I get into it, I just want to make a little note to the logo designer here. Having been a graphic designer and a branding specialist for over 30 years, a little nod to the fact that he's worked in the little cow and the little Superman symbol into the logo. So it hasn't gone unnoticed. Nice work. Let's jump in. So from the cover and this big full pager, we have this huge kaiju battling an Evangelion-style suit-equipped Batman. And it looks pretty good, to be honest. That just got me hooked immediately. I did like that. So what's the story about? So, Commissioner Gordon and Perry White from the Daily Planet, they're going on this sort of arrogant YouTuber streamer who has millions of followers and billions of views to talk about Gotham City, okay? He's got Bruce there for a bit of support. Clark's there. And, of course, Lois Lane is there because they're supporting Perry and they're going to write a story about it. Are a bit worried how it's going to go. There's a little joke here as Bruce flirts intentionally with Lois Lane and Superman gets a little bit upset there. But, you know, he's not going to do the dirty on you, man. You're buddies. You're buddies. So into the show, okay, this guy is what you expect. He's one of those arrogant, self-centered, entitled, I don't want to say YouTubers, let's just say broadcasters, all right? And he's really trying to get that soundbite, get them to say something. He's winding them up. He's calling him commissioner instead of commissioner. A bit disrespectful. He wants someone to react so he can get millions of views because of that little soundbite. But before any of that can happen, the show is, of course, interrupted by a giant monster, this kaiju. So, Bruce makes a swift exit, of course, wink, wink, but they get locked in because this YouTuber chap, this guy, Frank Rotzler, let's just call him Frank. He decides that keep the film rolling, boys. This is going to get us loads of views. No one leaves or you're fired. Lois Lane kicks the door down because she doesn't mess about, right? It's Lois Lane. She's going to save people. She's going to save lives. Anyway, Batman slopes off with Superman back to the cave and comes back with this huge, huge battle suit. It's like 200 feet tall, just like the kaiju. And a smackdown happens. Superman goes off to rescue the people. And Batman, he's crowd control, right? He's going to have a little pop at this thing. So he's fighting him. It's not looking good. But at the last second, Superman comes back, smashes the hell out of him into the water. But that's not him over. That's not this monster over. He's coming back. While that happens, they think, this is a bit odd, right? Why was just this building attacked? For all the buildings that this kaiju had to walk to or appeared near, why this building? And Perry, he's an investigative journalist, mate. He's not the man he is because he didn't ask questions. And he tracks down Melinda Jackson, who works also as an executive producer or associate producer, in fact. And it turns out it's her brother. Her brother's got powers and he's worked with Mr. Frank here to create this kaiju so that it's sensational. Superman go save it and it will double his channel ratings and his views and make him even more famous and more rich. So purely selfish needs. Now, Batman has these really cool batarangs that fly out. And I love these 4 panels here where you see each of the batarangs just push the kaiju back just that little bit more. It's really, really, really cool. Anyway, they've got to track down this kid. And while that's happening, Gotham, I'm sure it's Gotham Metropolis. I should have read that. I think it's Gotham. Gotham is getting smashed to bits. Absolutely smashed to bits. So they take this kaiju to the Arctic where they're fighting him. And they find out that this kid, his brother, has been hired by Frank. He's been juiced up with these power enhancers and he's sitting there making a soundtrack on his phone. And again, he's one of those arrogant little kids who doesn't give a shit about anybody or anything. But Batman and Superman, they take him down, obviously. They inhibit his powers and they're both going to jail. So it is a fun little story. I think that's what you expect from World's Finest. And it's supposed to be little self-contained, fun stories, a little bit, slap the thigh funny. I quite enjoyed it. It killed 15 minutes while I was eating my white chocolate bueno and drinking a cup of tea. So I didn't mind it at all. The art is really lovely, really suited the story and the style. I loved it. What I also do like is the fact that it's portrayed this sort of streamer, this broadcaster, as a... I think you have to understand these people, right? They want fame. They are megalomaniac. They want fame. But also sometimes you pander to the audience, which is kind of something that I'm trying to avoid. Because if I say something negative about a comic book, right, I get absolutely downvoted or hated or get messages. And sometimes if I say something good about a comic book, I get the same. So it's really difficult. But But I'm going to use this as an example to say this channel will always be my honest opinion. I don't care how many down likes I get and how many bad emails I get. I will always tell you what I think, because what I think is what I think and what you think is what you think. And it doesn't matter if I don't like it or I do like it. All that matters is what you think about the book. So there we go. World's Finest, 40, good fun. I'm going to check the next ones out, maybe read some of the previous ones. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'd really, really appreciate it. Honestly, please, please, please do it. Just makes my day a little bit brighter. So until next time, read some more comics and we'll see you in the next video.